The billionaire CEO went on a blind date, but unexpectedly, the woman who showed up turned out to be his own employee. The woman had originally planned to go clubbing with friends after work, but as soon as she got in the car, her friends criticized her outfit for being ugly. While her friends were giving her a makeover, the woman suddenly received a phone call. She learned that the blind date arranged for the CEO had gone to the wrong hotel. The woman quickly called to notify the CEO, but unfortunately, the CEO had left his phone in his car. Meanwhile, the intended blind date had spotted another man at the wrong hotel and refused to leave to meet the CEO, no matter how much persuasion she received. With no other option, the woman had to rush over to meet the CEO herself. However, the CEO, who suffered from severe face blindness, didn't recognize the woman. Instead, he mistook her for his blind date and greeted her with exceptional warmth. The CEO's failure to recognize her was because the woman had removed her signature red cardigan that she wore constantly, taken off her black framed glasses, and swapped her flat shoes for high heels. Seeing this transformation, the CEO assumed she was his blind date and thoughtfully pulled out a chair for her. Looking at the exquisite meal before her, the woman had a selfish thought. She wanted to experience what it felt like to receive the CEO's special treatment. So she went along with the mistake and pretended to be the CEO's blind date. The CEO had only agreed to this blind date to avoid disappointing his mother, so he kept giving himself mental reminders to behave like a gentleman. To get back at the CEO, the woman continuously presented him with challenges throughout dinner. What surprised her was that the CEO didn't get angry and managed to handle each difficulty with grace. Refusing to believe she couldn't get under the CEO's skin, the woman deliberately got sauce on her hand and asked the CEO to help clean it off. At that moment, she detected the taste of peanut sauce in one of the dishes. Knowing the CEO was allergic to peanuts and seeing that he had already taken a bite, she quickly rushed behind him and vigorously patted his back, forcing him to spit out the steak he had just started chewing. The CEO was startled by the woman's sudden action. Meanwhile, the woman mentally scolded herself for her occupational habits kicking in, but then began worrying about the CEO having an allergic reaction. She started examining his body for any signs of distress. After confirming the CEO was fine, she went to wash her hands while berating herself for being so pathetic. After everything settled down, the CEO was curious about how his blind date knew about his peanut allergy. The woman quickly explained that his secretary had told her. She then hurriedly made an excuse to leave, but the CEO suddenly became gentlemanly again and offered to drive her home. The woman quickly declined, and just then, a taxi happened to pass by. She hastily hailed it and left. Watching the departing woman, the CEO couldn't help but smile slightly.